Hey everybody, welcome back. First up, before we get what I wanted to show you guys, I think it was Instagram, I think I was farting around on with some, looking at modeler guys stuff, and somebody mentioned that Dan the Man, 60s Rule channel, that YouTube uh, blocked him or whatever they do, kicked him off for a while or something. And I was wondering if anybody else has heard about that. I tried finding his channel by hitting the magnifying glass and punching in the channel name and stuff, and nothing came up. And I tried looking on some other guys' channels who put a link in their video to go to him, and I couldn't find any that way either. So I was wondering if anybody out there knew anything about it or heard anything about it, or did I just hear a stupid rumor and I just don't know what I'm doing? I emailed him, so we'll see if that comes up. Well, I'm going to email him. I got to look back through my things and try and find his email address thingy. But anyway, if anybody else has heard anything about that, the person video I seen said, I think he said he got an email or a text, or I talked to him on the phone or something. Anyway, Dan didn't know what he did or why they did it. Just his channel was gone, everything was gone. So let me know in the comments if you hear anything, and if I can get a hold of him on a email, I'll let you guys know in my next video. But anyway, first of all, we got the 40 done, and we'll get to that in a second. But what's next on the bench is this AMT 53 Ford pickup that I painted. Another one I painted in of summer to do this winter, and I'm doing it this winter. And pretty neat old kit. I love this kit, so I figured I'd do it. Pretty neat color. That's a Tamiya color. And somewhere around here is the can, but I don't know what I did with it. Anyway, it is. Oh, there it is right there. It's a really cool color. It's that thingy right there. And it looks pretty sharp on that pickup. And that's an older kit. This was molded in blue, so I shot that green over the blue plastic. I don't prime like hardly ever, but it worked out pretty good. There's the date of this old kit, 1985. I think I got this from my nephew, or else I got it a long time ago somewhere. I don't remember, but it was really cool. Inside the kit, wherever I got it, the guy that started it had a bunch of reference little pictures from wheel deals. I guess he was getting some ideas on how he wanted to build it. And some of these prices, man, you don't see those prices anymore. Jeez. Like that thing there for 500, that'd probably be 4 or 5 grand now in that condition. It's crazy. Anybody seen the price of eggs lately? Oh my God. Anyway, there's some pretty cool old wheel deal pictures. I don't know. 1015. I don't know if that's a date down there in the bottom or what. So I don't know. Oh, there's something on the back too. Oh, that's a different year. Anyway, so I thought that was kind of cool. So I'm keeping those with it. But I painted that color, and I'm farting around, kind of getting mock-up stuff going. I thought about changing motors, but the engine motor in this thing, there's no picture on the box. If you guys have built it, it's got an awesome engine motor. I love it. So I'm going to go ahead and put it in there. And it's got 2 induction systems, and you'll see which one I pick when I figure it out. And I was thinking about changing the seats out. Kind of farting around with that. That one's not wide enough, but I like the pattern. But then I found this stuff, my only corduroy I could ever find. So I have to take it off the center there. And here's a little strip right here. So I'm thinking I'm gonna do that because that's a pretty good match. I think it looks better in real life. So I think I'm still using these and just making that pattern around it there. I guess the pleats should go up and down. Or I could just do the whole seat on this, and that would look all right. Kind of like these should do back in the 60s. And I was farting around with door panels because the door panels, they're molded in on there and you can't really see them. So I farting around all different kinds of door panels I could put on there and stuff. These are kind of cool, but I want to change diamond pattern to the pleats like that. So I got those, but this I can just wrap this with that corduroy stuff and just stick it on the inside of the door. So that might be kind of cool. And with the narrow seat, if it sticks out a little bit, that'll make the seat not look so narrow. And I could just follow that pattern around there. So, and I got to figure out what color to do the chassis and the suspension, which I'll probably do white like I always do. Engine motor, I don't know what color I'm going to paint that yet. The glass in this old kit is, can you see it? Where can we go to see it? There we go. See that? I'm not good at polishing out clear plastic, but I'm going to practice on this, see if I can figure out a technique. If not, I got a few other ones up there I can rob the glass out of, because I'm going to take one of those and steal the chassis and everything to put underneath that vintage build right there I showed you a long time ago that somebody had chopped and opened the door. So I glued the door on, and I'm just going to make it like a traditional in progress hot rod or something. But anyway, that's enough of that. That's what I'm doing next. I'm just working on this until the first of the month, so I can start on the small scale group build, which I got that all ready to go. We'll go over here, and I got the 40 Ford finished, and I got this 32, which was from David Stacy, that kit that came out. This is a reissue of that kit, I think, because it's got all that fancy interior stuff. But it wasn't the David Stacy one. And these were gifted to me from Butches Basement Builds. I think I mentioned it on the 40. But he sent both these to me probably a year ago, a little over a year. And I've had this one done for a while because I wanted to build that kit, because it's got cool wheels and tires and a cool interior. So I built that, but we'll look at the 40 first. It turned out pretty good. It's got some issues, but I'm happy with it. Like I was telling you, I wired the motor and stuff. The light's not very good here. And I put some hokey carb linkage in there. Like I told you, I hadn't planned on wiring this or anything, so I kind of had to do it after it was painted and stuff, so I didn't get it like I wanted. But I got some fuel lines on there. It might be kind of long and stick out a little bit, but it gives us some eyeball, seeing so we're not running a hood. Made a little fuel block up there. There you can see the linkage through there. And I had to make some radiator hoses. I didn't have any of that long. And again, if I'd have known I was doing this, I probably would have made them out of some solder or some aluminum tubing and cut some ends off the hoses that are on some, I think they're on the Monogram 32. I don't know, the 5-window or the 3-window coupe, whichever. So they would have worked out pretty good. But I like it. And I forgot to cover up the little holes for the hood hinge things that slid in there. And like I said, if I'd have known I was doing this, I would have smoothed out the firewall and filled those. So I just put some little plastic. That one don't look very good, does it? So we'll just look at this side then. That side looks a little bit better. Anyway, there's the interior in there that we all seen. It looks pretty good inside the car. Yeah, like I say, that one goober on the hood kind of sucks, but it is what it is. But it came out good. I put the moons on it. That was a tough decision, but I went with those and the white walls, and I Mickey Mouse lowering it a little bit. Put those bumper guard thingies on. I think those are from the AMT 36 Plymouth Coupe. Not Plymouth Coupe, Ford Coupe. I wish I had a 36 Plymouth Coupe. And I put the glue on exhaust there, did a little detail painting with the white with the gold. You know, I put some pleats under the running boards too, kind of give it some eyeball. And I put the pleats up here since there was no hood, and then the ones in the fender wells I showed you. So that turned out pretty cool. I like it. It's got that look. It's got the look of a 50s, early 60s hot rod, and it kind of looks like it was built back in the day. So then this one here, like I say, was that Stacy Davids, I think what his name was, kit that came out. It was green and they reissued it, and I couldn't find the box, so I don't remember what it was called on the reissue. But man, this is a cool kit. I really appreciate Butch sending me these. I mean, it's like he knew me. Well, if he watches my videos, he probably does, because you know, two of my favorite kits, you know, my all-time favorite 32 kits. But the thing went together really nice. It turned out really good. I love that interior. I thought about stealing it, putting it in something else, but it looks good in here. And I just took a Sharpie. I was farting around. I think I painted the interior pearl white, or I shot the white lightning over the white plastic, and then I took a Sharpie and went around there to give us some kind of a piping look. And I did it on the seats too, and I kind of messed up a little bit, but it turned out pretty good. It gives a little more eyeball in there, and the steering wheel's white, and the dash and the gauges looks really good, and the shifter knob's not quite very round depending on how you look at it, but that's from the kit, obviously. The engine motor is awesome with that blower and the dual carbs and stuff. Oh man, this is, if you got the money, this kit is worth buying for parts, because you got that motor, you got the blower, you got the seats, you got the wheels and the tires, you got those headers you could put on something else. You could take a lot of this and put it in a AMT 32 Roadster and make that look really cool. Just, yeah, if you got an extra 30 bucks, buy it for parts. Man, if I had an extra 30 bucks, I would, or 20 something if you can get it on sale at Hobby Lobby, if you can find it. But there's the chassis. I did the engine motor pearl, the pearl white, and the rear suspension, drive shaft. Got some red calipers there. I haven't looked at this for a long time. I kind of detailed out the springs a little bit. Oh, I put a little decal on the rear housing. That's kind of cool. Anyway, and if you haven't built this kit, if you can still find it, I would assume you can get it online somewhere. It's a really nice kit. It's the same thing as the regular Revell 32 Roadster, but they threw in all these extra cool parts for the Stacy David build, and it's really, really cool. So anyway, thanks again, Butch, for sending me these. I just wanted you to know I built them, and I love them, and they turned out great, and I'm really happy with them. And I think that's about all else I wanted to say, I do believe. Have I ever mentioned the Stories in Steel channel? What's his name? His first name is Brad, I believe. But he interviews painters and pinstripers and in the industry, because he's a pretty famous pinstriper. And he interviews them, and they tell their life story. And so, have I told you guys about that? You should watch it. It's really cool channel. He interviews some really neat guys. Some I haven't heard of, some I had a name but no face. You get the history of them and stuff. Excellent interviewer. He just lets them talk, tell the story. Anyway, if you haven't looked at Stories in Steel, you should go check it out. So with that, I think that's about all I wanted to say. If there was something else, well, I should have wrote it down. So anyway, I think that's, seemed like there was something else. But anyway, this is what I'm doing. Keep you posted on this. And then I'll let you know in a couple weeks here, whenever, a week or so, when we start the small scale group build. Looking forward to that. So anyway, I'm out of here. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for commenting and subscribing. I appreciate it big time. Said it a million times and we all say it, but that's because we mean it. This community is great. Support's great. You need help, you need questions, you need what, you know, it's just really a cool community, and I appreciate all you guys very much. So with that, I'm out of here. Take care, and we'll see you in a few days. Bye.